Sarah Martinez pushed her worn shopping cart through the grocery store aisles, her 8-year-old daughter Emma walking quietly beside her. The fluorescent lights hummed overhead as Sarah carefully checked each item against her handwritten list. Every dollar mattered these days. Since her divorce 6 months ago, Sarah had learned to stretch every paycheck. Her job at the local clinic paid enough to cover rent and basic necessities, but there wasn't much left over for extras. Emma never complained, though Sarah sometimes caught her daughter looking longingly at toys in store windows or hearing her friends talk about family vacations she knew they couldn't afford. The autumn evening was settling in as they finished shopping. Sarah loaded their modest groceries into the car while Emma buckled herself into the backseat. The parking lot was nearly empty now, most families already home preparing dinner. As Sarah pushed the cart toward the return area, something caught her eye near the entrance to the store. There, half hidden beneath a fallen maple leaf, lay a brown leather wallet. Sarah looked around the parking lot. No one was in sight. She picked up the wallet and opened it carefully. Inside, she found a driver's license belonging to a man named David Chen, along with several credit cards and what looked like a significant amount of cash. Sarah's heart began to beat a little faster as she counted the bills. $400. More money than she had seen in one place in months. For just a moment, Sarah's mind wandered. $400 would cover Emma's school field trip to the Science Museum next month. It could pay for new winter boots that Emma desperately needed. It might even allow them to go to dinner at a real restaurant, something they hadn't done since the divorce. Emma's voice from the car broke through her thoughts. "Mom, what did you find?" Sarah walked back to the car, still holding the wallet. "Someone dropped their wallet, sweetheart. We need to figure out how to get it back to them." Emma leaned forward in her seat. "That's a lot of money, isn't it?" Sarah nodded. "It is. But it belongs to someone else. Someone who might be very worried right now." They drove home in comfortable silence, the wallet sitting on the passenger seat. Sarah's small apartment felt warm and welcoming after the cool autumn air. While Emma started on her homework at the kitchen table, Sarah examined the wallet more carefully. David Chen's address was across town, about a 20-minute drive. His license showed he was 53 years old. There were photos tucked behind his cards. A smiling woman with kind eyes, teenage children, what looked like graduation pictures. Sarah studied the faces, imagining the stories behind each smile. There was also a business card tucked deep in the wallet. David Chen, Senior Project Manager at Chen Construction. Sarah recognized the company name. They had been involved in rebuilding the community center after last year's flood. Emma looked up from her math homework. "Mom, are you going to call the police about the wallet?" "I was thinking about it," Sarah said. "But I found his business card. Maybe I should try calling him directly first." Sarah hesitated before dialing. What if David thought she had stolen the wallet? What if he was suspicious about why she had the money counted? These worries felt small, though, compared to how she would feel if she lost her own wallet with her family's photographs inside. The phone rang 3 times before a man's voice answered. "Hello, Mr. Chen. My name is Sarah Martinez. I found your wallet in the grocery store parking lot on Elm Street." There was a long pause. "Oh my goodness. Yes, I've been looking everywhere for it. I must have dropped it when I was rushing out after work. Thank you so much for calling." His voice carried such genuine relief that Sarah felt her own tension ease. "Would you like me to bring it to you? I saw your address on your license." "That would be incredible, but I don't want to put you out. I could come pick it up from you." Sarah looked at Emma, who had stopped pretending to do homework and was listening to every word. "Actually, we'd be happy to bring it to you. My daughter and I were just finishing dinner anyway." 30 minutes later, Sarah and Emma stood on the front porch of a modest house with a well-tended garden. The porch light illuminated carved pumpkins and autumn decorations. David Chen opened the door, and Sarah immediately recognized his face from the driver's license photo, though he looked more tired than in the picture. "Ms. Martinez." He smiled warmly. "Please, come in. I can't thank you enough." Sarah handed him the wallet. "Everything should be there. I didn't remove anything." David opened the wallet and quickly checked its contents. His shoulders visibly relaxed. "It's all here. Even the cash." He looked up at Sarah with curiosity rather than suspicion. "You know, not many people would have returned this much money without taking something for themselves." It wasn't mine to take, Sarah said simply. A woman appeared in the hallway behind David. You must be the angel who found David's wallet. I'm Linda, his wife. David has been beside himself all evening. It was actually supposed to be my daughter's birthday money, David explained, glancing at Emma. She turns 16 tomorrow, and I had taken out cash for her gift. When I realized the wallet was gone, I thought her birthday would be ruined. Emma looked up at her mother with wide eyes. Sarah felt a warm feeling spread through her chest, knowing they had helped preserve someone's special day. Linda disappeared for a moment and returned with a small wrapped box. This is for you, sweetheart, she said to Emma. A little thank you gift. Emma looked at her mother, who nodded encouragingly. Inside the box was a delicate silver bracelet with a small heart charm. It's beautiful, Emma whispered. Thank you. David reached for his wallet. Please, let me give you a reward for your honesty. Sarah shook her head. That's not necessary. Really? Then at least let me pay you back for the gas to drive over here. Again, Sarah declined. Knowing that your daughter will have a happy birthday tomorrow is payment enough. As they prepared to leave, Linda touched Sarah's arm gently. You know, we own Chen Construction. If you ever need any work done on your home, or if you know anyone looking for honest work, please call us. We believe in surrounding ourselves with good people. Driving home through the quiet streets, Emma fastened her new bracelet and admired how it caught the streetlight. Mom, why didn't you take any money from the wallet? We could have used it. Sarah considered her answer carefully. Because taking something that isn't ours wouldn't have solved our real problems. It would have created new ones. Besides, seeing how happy Mr. Chen was to get his wallet back, and knowing his daughter will have a good birthday, that feels better than any amount of money. Emma was quiet for a moment. I'm proud of you, Mom. Sarah reached over and squeezed her daughter's hand. I'm proud of us both, sweetheart. Later that evening, as Emma slept peacefully in her room, Sarah sat at her kitchen table paying bills. The numbers were still tight, the challenges still real. But something had shifted inside her. The decision to return the wallet had reminded her of who she wanted to be, regardless of her circumstances. 3 days later, Sarah's phone rang. It was Linda Chen. Sarah, I hope you don't mind me calling. David's daughter had a wonderful birthday, and we've been talking about you ever since. We have a part-time bookkeeping position opening up at our company. The hours would work around your current job, and the pay is good. Would you be interested in hearing more about it? Sarah's eyes filled with tears as she accepted the interview. Sometimes, she realized, doing the right thing creates space for unexpected blessings to find their way home.